1st of June started a week of celebrations around volunteers and volunteering, what volunteering means, and also what volunteering is for Leicestershire County Council. I'm Juan Pardo. I'm the policy officer of the communities team. And today with me to talk about volunteering is one of my colleagues, one of my new colleagues, Jen Fielding. Jen, how are you?
Hi, Juan. I'm really good, thank you. My name's Jen Fielding. I am the new policy officer for volunteering with the Chief Exec Department.
So, Jen, what do you think is needed to be a volunteer in your own mind?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think just a little bit of time, really, that is all that you need, and enthusiasm. Anybody can volunteer. It is just making that time and finding the thing that you find most interesting. So if you've got an interest in something, pursue that, is what I would say.
And I guess you can talk through experience because
Mm.
you have volunteered in the past, and we did talk before that you done. What sort of volunteering have you done?
Yeah, so I did many years with the Beaver Scouts. I was a Beaver leader. And so from that experience, what I would say to people is just get stuck in. Being a Beaver leader was completely different to my paid work. And so it was just a whole of the experience that I could enjoy and I could learn from and get something out of myself as well as giving back. And that's what I found that it did. And it came complete with training and all sorts, just as it does if you volunteer with LCC.
And I guess an interesting observation, I guess, is that often people will say they haven't got time. You know, you're a young
Hmm.
person, and
Yeah.
usually people associate being retired, semi-retired, with volunteering. So, would you say someone younger, is also able to volunteer around maybe the time and there are opportunities for people who are working, basically?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know that's a really good point? I think people do stereotype lots of volunteers into the older, you must be retired to have time sort of category. But I don't think that's what volunteering is. And if you have a look at just the volunteer roles that we've got across county council, you can see how different they are. So even if you've just got an hour a month, you can volunteer for that hour, or if you can devote sort of a day a week, then brilliant. Um, but yeah, lots of people do, and it looks great on your CV for young people if you're thinking about volunteering. Just a small amount of your time, and then you can put that on your CV, and you'll pick up skills, and you'll get experience, and does great things for your confidence as well. I've volunteered with some young leaders with Beaver Scouts who were very quiet and timid. And after sort of a few months of doing this, they come out of themselves, they build their leadership
I
qualities.
heard
So
that before, yes.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I know in Leicester, as Leicestershire County Council, we do have opportunities for volunteering, aren't we?
We do. We do. We have volunteering roles all the way across all 7 of our departments at Leicestershire County Council. And maybe that's something that people aren't necessarily aware of. And you could just go onto the website and have a look. So many different roles. So
Can you
many
give us
different
just a
roles.
couple of examples of, for example, what type of volunteering? If someone
Mhm.
comes to Leicestershire County Council, we're going to give later the details on how to do that.
We
Uh,
will.
can you just give me a couple of examples of what the type of volunteering is possible to do?
Yeah, absolutely. So with our children and families a department at the moment, we're really looking for independent visitors. That is people who will be able to go out and work with young people. Um, but we have so many different roles. We have those. We have tree wardens looking after trees and doing tree surveys in your local community, to litter picking. And like I know quite a few people who will just go and have a mooch and clean up their community and their green spaces. Um,
And I have heard how for some people, young people, I was yesterday talking to someone else, and they were saying how young people, together with more older generation, the idea of that litter picking in the area where they live is something they really quite enjoy doing, and there's that sense of community.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it sounds a bit daft, doesn't it? But just that couple of hours of litter picking, if you've got that intergenerational, if you've got people from retirement age to, young children and families, and they're all out cleaning up their local community together, it does build a sense of community, and that's really nice to see. Actually, we saw that just before the coronation, didn't we? When people
Good.
were being
So
a big help
if
out.
people want to now volunteer with us, with Leicestershire County Council, how they
Mhm.
can do that?
It's
Where do they need to
really
go?
Yes, it's really easy. And this is the key information, right? So it's www.leicestershire.gov.uk/jobs dash and dash volunteering. And there you can find all of the roles that we have across Leicestershire County Council.